Okay, here we go. Oh, I don't know. Why do I get so weird? Sit down videos are just like so weird to me. I don't know. I don't do videos like this, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. It is a Saturday today, and today I'm going to be filming a Q&A for you guys, which I never do. I think I've done two, like one with Bronson and then one with my teammates, but I've never done one just by myself. So like, I don't know why, but I'm like nervous for some reason. But yeah, yesterday I asked you guys on my Instagram to ask me questions, literally any questions that you wanted. A lot of them were soccer related, a lot of them were like relationship related, and then there were some that were just completely random, and I actually really like them. So I guess let's just get into it. I have to scroll back and find all these bad boys. I screenshotted so many. This is how many I screenshotted. These are all questions. Still going. They're just different format, but yeah, we might be here a while. No, I'm just kidding. I'll speed up the questions. We'll go rapid fire. Okay, we'll start off kind of lighthearted here, okay? Because that's what we like around these parts. Someone asked, what is your future dream job? And I think I've actually talked about this before in a vlog, but I really love like health and fitness and like doing YouTube. It kind of just fell into my lap. I am 100% grateful for it. I never saw myself doing YouTube ever. Like I was like, I don't know how these people like film themselves, and now that's exactly what I'm doing. I really do love it, and I love like interacting with you guys. That's my favorite part about YouTube, is all of the DMs and comments that I get, and just like being able to like respond and like interact with people that I never ever thought I could interact with before. Like I would have never have met some of y'all without this platform. So I really do love what I'm doing, and a lot of you know, like before this I was gonna go to dental school, and I did all the applications. I only got one interview, and I'm still on the wait list up until like the day that school starts, which is actually pretty soon. So we'll see what happens with that. Just about dental school, like I don't really know. Like I know that God basically handed me this YouTube platform for a reason. If I went to dental school, I couldn't do both. Like there's no way that I could do both wholeheartedly. I put 100% of myself into like everything that I do. It's just who I am. I don't really know. I'm kind of just taking this year off and like focusing on YouTube and just seeing where like what the Lord tells me to do about dental school. I'm still praying about it. I might reapply. That's still not off the table, but as of right now, I'm just focusing on YouTube and like pouring everything I have into that to see where it could go, because I really do love it. But in like a whole nother life, a dream job that I would want is, I think I said this in a vlog, I would love to just like flip houses. Yes, that is like a dream of mine. It's been a dream of mine ever since I was little, but it's obviously not like a conventional job. I just love like being creative and decorating and flipping stuff and like, yeah, anyways. Okay, the next question is, what inspired you to start doing YouTube? If you're new to my channel, then you probably don't know, or maybe you do know, I don't know. I played soccer at Baylor for 5 years, and my last season I decided to like start this channel and start a vlog, and just like pretty much just for me. I wanted to have all of these memories of like one of the most challenging but awesome parts of my life. I wanted to be able to like show my kids and be like, look how cool your mom was, she played a sport in college. No, but really it pretty much was just for me. And then my first video that I ever posted was like a day in the life, and it just took off, and I started to see that this was so much more than what I thought it was gonna be, and that a lot of younger athletes, specifically like young soccer player girls, were watching these videos and like looking up to me and my friends, and like were so supportive and so sweet. Honestly, it's been like the biggest blessing doing YouTube, and I've loved every second of it so far. So.
Hey, I am your owner.
Go back to editing first.
I didn't know if you were still getting dressed if you're filming.
No, I'm filming.
Okay, well I'm going to the bathroom.
Enjoy, bye.
I love you.
Love you. Okay, so there were a ton of soccer questions. I think I'm just gonna try and like wrap it up all in one and like answer all of your questions kind of in like a story, because I feel like that would just be easiest, because soccer I've been playing for a very long time, and playing college soccer is very complicated and it's really hard to get there, but it's definitely doable. And so if you're thinking about it, I 100% suggest playing a sport in college. Any sport at any level, I think it is so beneficial. It structures your day, it keeps you out of trouble, and it keeps you in shape. I mean, the best part about it is you have like built-in friendships on your team. So basically, I've been playing soccer since I was like in kindergarten, when everybody's parents put them in soccer. I think everybody played soccer at some point in their life. I just stuck with it, and in middle school, I started training with like a select team, and I did that for a few years and I liked it. And then I jumped into high school and I made it on an ECNL team, which an ECNL team is basically a team where you go to a bunch of like traveling showcases, and at these showcases, they make it really accessible for college coaches to see you. Like our team manager would hand out these brochures with our number, our graduation date, our position, our height, whatever, to all the coaches sitting on the sidelines. So literally we would go to these showcases and play games, and I'm not kidding you, like college coaches would be lining the field if we like made it far in the tournament. Like if we're in the championships, like the entire field would just be like lined with college coaches, which is honestly, it was terrifying. I'm not kidding you. I was like so scared. And I remember I was at the Florida showcase in December and I played so good. Like, not to toot my own horn, but like I had a great weekend and I was so proud of myself. Then my coach came up to me after the game and he was like, "Hey, Baylor is asking about you." And I was like, oh my God. Like this was the first school that ever had asked about me. This was my freshman year of high school. And he was like, "You need to call them when you get home tonight." And I was like, are you serious? Like I have to talk to a college coach. Like I'm terrified. I was only 15 at the time, so cut me some slack, okay, people? But I remember getting home from the tournament. I wrote out this script in my room, like, okay, if the college coaches said this, then I'm gonna say this, or if they say this, then I'm gonna say this. And I was like so nervous. I went and locked myself in my room so that my parents couldn't hear the conversation or couldn't hear me talk, because I was like so embarrassed. And I sat there with my little notebook. I was literally shaking as the phone was ringing, and it was so scary, but they were so nice. All of the college coaches are used to this. Like they've been recruiting for so long, so it's not gonna be awkward. It wasn't awkward at all, but I was just so nervous. And then they asked me to come for a visit, and I was just so excited. So skip to like a few weeks later, I went on a visit to Baylor and I loved it. Like literally the second that I visited, I fell in love with campus. Just the team camaraderie and like the community that they've built there. I can't say enough good things about Baylor soccer. I actually went on a second visit because I don't know, I was just like so nervous to commit because, dude, as a freshman, like that's asking a lot. Hey, by the way, you have to decide your future, where you want to go to college, what you want to do with your life right now. So it took me a little bit to commit, and there were other schools that were reaching out to me as well, but none of them just kind of felt right. So I took my second trip to Baylor, and I was like, I told my dad, we were riding in the car, and I was like, I really like it here. Like, I think I want to go here. He was like, okay, or you got to go up there and you got to tell him. So we drove back around to the soccer office, and I walked in and I told Marcy and Paul, which were our head coaches, and I told them, yeah, I want to commit here. And it was crazy and exciting. But yeah, that's pretty much the story of how I committed. Some tips for recruiting are to be annoying. I know that sounds dumb, but like they get thousands of emails from like kids that want to play there. So make sure your name is one that they're seeing over and over again, and send them your schedules, like when you're gonna play. Make it easy for them to come see you. At least that's what I did, and it seemed to work. So ooh, I like this question. It says, in what ways have you grown in the past year / what have you learned the most? Honestly, like I feel like the past year has been kind of full of a lot of disappointment and a few failures for me, which I, to be honest, am not very good with dealing with failure. Like I never have been. I feel like in this season, God is just telling me, he's working on my patience. Let's just put it that way, because I'm the type of person who likes to succeed and like have things like right away. I think during this season of life, I feel like God's like, you need to slow down. You need to learn some patience. You need to trust in my plan for your life, and things aren't always gonna go your way. Like my last season of soccer didn't really go the way I wanted it to. We had won Big 12 champs previous 2 years, and we didn't do that well in our very last season. We didn't make the NCAA tournament. which was just really frustrating and hard for me because it was my last year playing soccer. And then I also didn't get into dental school, so that was something that I had planned for my life for 7 years previous, and I had worked my butt off in college for it. Yeah, I think God just might just have different plans for my life. I'm not really sure right now, but it's taking a lot of trust and a lot of prayer right now. Okay, the next question is, how do you always stay so positive? I want to address this because one, I need you guys to remember that Instagram and YouTube are still a highlight reel. You are seeing more of my life on YouTube than like a lot of just like pictures on Instagram, and I do try and keep it real. Like I've shared a ton of my like failures, not great thoughts with y'all, but I would 100% would say I am not always positive, not at all. Like I definitely go through hardships and I definitely struggle 100%. I feel like my faith makes it a little bit easier for me to stay positive just because I know one of my favorite quotes is, I'm not even sure who said it, but it's, if it's not good yet, God's not done. Basically, I have a lot of faith that things in my life are just gonna work out because I have faith. It doesn't mean I'm not gonna go through struggles. It doesn't mean I'm not gonna face obstacles and failures, but if it's not good yet, God's not done. So yeah, I hope I answered that question. Okay, this question is, how are you getting used to not being a student athlete anymore? Has it been a struggle? A little bit, actually. I feel like I haven't like sat down and like reflected on this as much because I've been trying to keep myself busy and busy and busy with like my ebook and YouTube and stuff like that. It's weird. Like it's like this weird empty feeling. I miss all my friends who are like still at Baylor, and I'm like living vicariously through them, like going through preseason right now. And it's weird not having any like tests to study for or like homework assignments to do. I don't know. The only word that I can use is it's just like this weird empty feeling almost, because it's like this whole part of your life, these 20 years of your life where you were in school constantly are honestly just like over in the blink of an eye, and they're like, okay, now off to the real world, like figure it out. Yeah, it's just, it's a strange feeling. Don't get me wrong, I love not having tests anymore. I'm not complaining about not having tests. It's just this odd feeling that I like can't even explain. Ooh, okay, I love this question. What motivates you to work out? Okay, so I actually get like a variety of this question a lot, where how do you have so much motivation? How do you stay motivated to work out? And I'm gonna be honest, I don't always have motivation to work out. Like, I don't think anyone does. Honestly, I rely on discipline a lot, and discipline is one of my like, it's like one of the qualities of myself that I love to train is discipline. So it's like when you don't feel like working out, when you feel lazy, when you feel tired, like just get up and go to the gym. Just get there. I don't care if you have a bad workout or you don't get what you want done and during that workout. It doesn't really matter. At least you got up and you go to the gym, because the next time it's gonna be a lot easier. And then eventually it just becomes a habit, and that's kind of what I'm aiming for. This doesn't mean like pushing yourself to work out when you're sore or injured. That's not what I'm saying. But when you know that you're just being like a lazy bum and you want to sit on the couch rather than go work out, I rely a lot on my discipline, because trust me, I have those days, okay? I definitely have those days. I do try and remind myself that I have an able and working body. It is a blessing to be able to move my body in the ways that I can. I just have to remind myself sometimes, like, get your butt to the gym because you're able to, you know what I mean? This question I get a lot, so I'm gonna combine it like with another one. A lot of people ask when me and Bronson are getting married or getting engaged. And then the second one was, how did you know Bronson was the right guy for you? Here's my response to that. We are in no rush to get engaged or get married. We've been together for a long time. Honestly, we just want to enjoy like being together. We don't really see a rush in getting engaged or getting married. We know we love each other and we want to get married someday, but we're just not putting like a timeline on it. And then how did I know Bronson was the right guy for me? Okay, so I don't know if a lot of you know this, but Bronson is actually my first boyfriend. So my one and only, some would say. Bronson just, it's weird because all of my qualities that I don't like about myself, Bronson's best qualities like perfectly match them, if that makes sense. Like he brings out my best qualities and his good qualities basically make up for my bad qualities. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like we're just kind of like yin and yang, like literally like he's like my perfect match in every way. I don't know, we're so similar in some ways, but yet we're so opposite in other ways, which me and Bronson are so very driven and ambitious and stubborn. I would say I'm more of like a realist and he is like a dreamer, so he like pulls that out of me, which I love. He's one of the goofiest and silliest people I know, and he's always making me laugh doing something stupid. And one thing I really love about Bronson is he makes such an effort with all of my friends. Like I feel like all of my friends would say that Bronson is like their friend. I'm like, no, he's my boyfriend and you're my friend. No, but it's so sweet and I love that about him. Dude, y'all asked so many good questions. Like I could do like an hour-long video on these. Okay, and I'm getting a lot of questions about my ebook, so I think I'm just gonna address like everything right here, but I'm gonna do like a whole video just on like ebook questions and kind of explaining exactly what it's gonna be. But basically it's gonna be a 30-day challenge, so it'll be 4 weeks worth of workouts and you'll have 2 rest days a week, and so basically that's like 20 brand new workouts. They're circuit type workouts. I am just taking my experience from playing college soccer and incorporating that into like HIIT workouts and making, basically it's gonna be like a book of circuits that's gonna include like a ton of sprint workouts, a little bit of long distance, a lot of HIIT type circuits, a little bit of like throwing in dumbbells to add in like the weight training, a little bit of band work, some resistant training. So basically all of that is gonna be combined into like these circuits that you're gonna do in a week, and it's gonna be hard. I'm not gonna lie, like these circuits are really hard, but that's why I made it like a 30-day challenge versus like an 8-week program, because it is gonna be really difficult. I don't know how much I'm gonna charge for it. It's not gonna be like freaking $100. Like it's not gonna be anything crazy. Let me tell you, when I say that I've put in so much work to this, like I am hand drawing all my graphics, everything. So I'm putting in a ton of work and I really am so excited for you guys to get it. Also, there's gonna be a portion where it's like a cool down section for after your workout and then a warm up for before your workout, because I know a lot of you guys asked me for that through DMs and comments, so that will be included in the ebook. But yeah, I'm very excited to get it finished. I don't have a release date yet. I'm aiming for like beginning of August, maybe middle of August. So I will release like the for sure date sometime in the next few weeks. So yeah, I hope you guys like this Q&A. It was honestly not that bad. Like I wasn't that nervous once I got into it, but I don't know why I was so freaking nervous at the beginning. I tried to answer some of the most asked questions, some of the most juicy ones, some of the most common ones, some about soccer. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Please give it a thumbs up because it really supports my channel. I love y'all and thanks for watching. Bye!